against each other. Not in the top flight, but NPL 2 as it was. NPL 2 West as it was called then. And tonight, it is the final match of round 9 in the NPL Men's Victoria. It is Melbourne Victory up against St Albans Dynamo. Well, after a barnstorming round of goals, fantastic goals at that, a few upsets and normality across the competition, tonight presents an opportunity beckoning for two sides to seek to make their stake this season and either escape relegation or push for finals this season. And we'll take you through these two starting lineups tonight, of course, starting off with the away side in St Albans Dynamo. Number 2, Gideon O'Rourke. Number 7, Lucas Burns. Number 13, Joseph Cholina. Number 20, Josh Diven. Number 16, Michael Gilgich. Number 18, Joshua Gulevsky. Number 3, Alec Mills. Number 11, Joey Monek. Number 9, Mikkel Platt. Number 21, Jackson Riley. Number 8, Brian Summerskill. For the Melbourne Victory, Tommaso Minatoli has his suspension overturned and he features on the bench tonight. Number 30, Daniel Graskowski. Number 23, Jesse Hoey. Number 26, Luka Kolic. Number 11, Daniel Lazarevsky. Number 8, Alexander Menelau. Number 10, Jack Mihalidis. Number 29, Tobena Obani. Number 36, John Radamisis. Number 6, Kane Razmovsky. Number 22, Patrick Wall. And number 20, Parker Williams. Stand by me in the background. It's not quite Amy Park, but it is the home of the Matildas tonight. In a clash in which many have anticipated, our referee for tonight, Teria Constandelos. Victory, a 2-1 loss to Green Gully last week for St Albans. Dynamo, they've had a very topsy-turvy campaign. Wins against South Melbourne have kept themselves in the offing and in the running under head coach Cam Watson, but tonight would be a real sign of intent if they can get one up over the Melbourne Victory NPL side tonight. Sitting 8th currently in the NPL Victoria, a win tonight would see them into the top 6. Now towards that right-hand flank, attempted delivery from Diven. He tries his luck yet again, and Graskowski sees it over the bar. Well, there's plenty of intriguing stories across the Victory backline. Of course, the man in goals, Daniel Graskowski, has featured in Joey's squads, whilst at Northcote City as well, as St Albans win it back this time. It's out towards Brian Summerskill. He looks to take a pop himself. He does, and it drifts just wide of the goal. And a corner incoming for the away side in Dynamo, who themselves had a dismal start to the campaign. 3 losses to start. And then, of course, the fantastic 3-0 win away at South Melbourne has really kicked off their campaign. A win away to Oakley in recent weeks. And has also set themselves in a good spot for the campaign. But tonight is the all-important matter. They are focalised on in-swinging delivery. It might fall kindly for Colina. Out towards that left flank. Oh, as players in tumbles, and it looks like the Victory have won themselves back the free kick. Minatoli did score last week, 3 on the campaign. Didn't feature in the starting lineup tonight. Of course, had a suspension overturned as well. Graskowski out towards Hoey. Looks to chest it down. Oh, won back by Diven, who forces his way through but couldn't quite do so. And again, musters up all the energy to parry that away. The backwards header from Lazarevsky. Mills back to Jackson Riley. Arrived from Hube City, of course. That's where many of Cam Watson's players have arrived from, as he had a brief coaching stint there over the last few seasons. Razmovsky had some parry through going forward, but wasn't exactly able to get the run of it fully. The George Cross Jr. has featured on the bench for the Victory this season. actually replaced Brendan Hamill after his injury in the warm-up a while back. Long ball over the top. Seeking the Englishman and Mikael Platt. He's got the run past on that left-hand side. Rolled across. It's Diven. Gulevsky overlapping. Oh, he falls on the deck. Goodness gracious. And there was James Exidius. Gulevsky now entering in the area on that right-hand side. Victory have to clear their lines, and they do so. Lazarevsky. Well, what will Boris Shorostin be thinking after that first opening exchange? It's a very wide pitch here at the home of the Matildas, and it allows a lot of space for both the Victory and Dynamo to exploit. Of course, the Victory travelling to John McEwen Reserve last week in Shepparton, where they face off against Green Gully. Familiar surrounds tonight, however. Summerskill. Mills. Michael Girgic, now recipient of the NPL Victoria Player of the Month for March. An unlikely recipient at that, but duly deserved. Diven. This is a nice interplay to find Gulevsky, but Victory win it back. But Diven is pressing, and with much intent, the former Western United youth product, Exidius. Oh, and the Victory win it back here, bearing down on goal. What an opportunity, and what a great save from Jackson Riley. Jack Mihalidis looking for his third of the season, but somehow, some way, Jackson Riley keeps it out. Well, can you believe that? And an incredible opportunity now for the home side, makeshift home side, to get themselves in front early. It's fashioned in, it's right in towards the palms of Jackson Riley. Now towards that right flank. Victory seeking to cause trouble, and they nearly do so. Now towards that left flank. Can Dynamo fashion something down that left-hand side under a wealth of pressure? And so too Summerskill, but Lazarevsky looks to nip in behind. He does so towards the byline. Lazarevsky's still going. Doesn't quite earn his side a corner, but it's going to be fashioned away by Dynamo. Now in field, Platt. Attempted half volley on running Dynamo player. Finds Josh Diven, but he couldn't get the touch required. Well, intriguingly enough, James Exidius was listed as a player who would be on the bench, but is actually starting tonight, so I'm not entirely sure what's happened there. Might be a late scratch, perhaps. Cholina. Here's Girgic. Diven. Platt onside. Calls for a handball against Mikael Platt. Also a part-time TikToker, as we've seen in recent weeks. Razmovsky. Strong win by Monek. Burns in space. He's got a runner to his left-hand side, but couldn't quite fashion it away. Graskowski sends it long. Mills tracking back. And Jackson Riley will force it to Exidius. Victory mounting the press. Fashioned down the line. Diven back to goal. Obani. And chasing down Exidius again. And an incredibly long clearance was from one Parker Williams, but doesn't quite find the attempted target. Well, the attempted toe poke at the very least down this left-hand channel. Coolidge. Of course, many know him from his time at Melbourne Knights. Had a great stint there whilst he was breaking into that first team under the likes of Ben Khan and did a fantastic job alongside, obviously, Steve Bebic at one point. Obani. Gilgic gives it away. Menelau out to that right flank. Nipping in effectively was Patrick Wall. It's Wall looking to get it across the face, but he can't do so. And the runners arriving for Dinamo. But no foul adjudged by the referee. Williams, of course, spent time at the Central Coast Mariners prior to arriving at the Victory. A very intriguing signing, to say the very least. Long searching ball from Radamissis, but it will be a St. Albans throw. Strong header into midfield. Oh, Summerskill slips, and Victory will look to chase this down. It's Coolidge, it's Hoey, more slipping players, and it's right over the bar from Jesse Hoey, and the corner adjudged to be the right call. Took a deflection on the way. Jesse Hoey, of course, well, what a player he can be on his day. The ex-Bulleen Lion. Of course, twin brothers with Jordan Hoey, as it has to be said, should I say. Was involved in the under-19 squad last year in the Asian Championships, as it's sent right over the bar. Riley will take his time. Last week for them, it wasn't the greatest of results in an all-Croatian derby down at Thompson Stadium. 3-1 loss. The week prior, though, an effective 3-0 win over the Port Melbourne Sharks. Diven. Cholina. Exidius. And Exidius is going to win the throw-in. Former Bentley Greens defender. Gulevsky looking to stride inside Cholina. And he found Platt in some space here, approaching the byline. Mikael Platt on his right foot. Looks to get the cross away. He wins the side corner. In fact, I should say a throw-in right next to the corner flag. And going to take it will be Exidius. He's been around the league for quite some time. Took a career break in 2023. And, of course, it was of Dandenong City fame last campaign. Quite the drive from Dandenong to St. Albans, but it's Summerskill. Oh, it's rifled into Graskowski. Can St. Albans find a follow-up opportunity? They can't initially. And it will be a Victory throw-in on this near side. And Daniel Graskowski spent time at Melbourne City as well. Cholina, Summerskill, out to Mills. The pressure from Dinamo finds Gulevsky. Lucas Burns. Gulevsky driving inside, effective from Josh Gulevsky. Oh, near post. Couldn't quite find the bottom left corner. The Canberran looking to strike yet again. He's had a very good start to his campaign as I said, Albans Dinamo player. You do have the likes of him and Platt, ex-Hume City players, in the offing. So there you have it. Lazarevski, an effective touch to find Hoey. And that left channel, couple of step overs, looking to nip in past Girgic, but Hoey still goes. His dribbling acumen, superb, drives towards the byline, the cross fashion into the back stick. No one there bar Jack Mihalidis, but he couldn't find itself either. So Victory looking lively down that right flank. Summerskill. Mills. That's clean, and Cholina is going to feed it all the way to Josh Diven. He's got space to work with, but we look to bypass Albani as the rain begins to pummel down here in Bandura. Across the face it goes, and a brief fumble from Graskowski, and Victory will look to counter. Razmovski. Mihalidis has to nip it down to that right-hand side. Can't do so. Girgic gets it clear. That's all too easy for Summerskill. And the VIC will reset in their back line. Radamistis. The pressure mounting from Cam Watson's side. Perhaps that's the mode of intention. Rain, rain, go away. Many Victory fans would say at the moment, but Summerskill has space to shoot. It's Diven! Just wide of the goal on that left flank. You do notice the amount of space that St Albans do have going forward. It's something truly remarkable, and for both sides as well. The players are slipping. I'm not exactly sure if that's due to the rain or maybe just due to the pitch conditions, perhaps. Here at the home, the Matildas, Hoey flicks it on, looking for the advent of Lazarevski. Radamistis, Lazarevski in the centre circle. That's a great ball out to that right flank. Victory on that right flank again, and it's well dealt with, especially by Joey Monek. Who else, really? Mr. St Albans Dinamo. You would know this side all too well, having scored against them in 2019. In their last meeting all those years ago. But with Victory, they just sort of churn players in and out in their system. And they've earned themselves a corner as well to boot. In fact, no, it's going to be a goal kick. Riley's under pressure here, and he has to make sure that this clearance is a good one. It wasn't quite. Debena Abani will latch onto this one. He's played for all three academy teams and switched over from Western United about a week or so prior to the season starting. So a late arrival for Boris Soroshin's side. Mihalidis. He opens up the angle. It's acute, though, on that right edge of the area. It's flicked in towards Lazarevski, but unsuccessful. All these Victory players, more or less 18, 19 to 20 years old. It doesn't seem as if any of them are exactly close to making A-League squads, but if recent weeks are anything to go by, there is an abundance of talent within this system, and they're more than fit to keep competing at the top level in this state. And with Melbourne City currently in contention to join them next season in the top flight, the youth revolution in the NPL Victoria seems to be a happening thing. Mills to Riley. Alec Mills himself will know all too well about the A-League youth system and spent time, of course, with Melbourne City. Played a few A-League games for them as well. Prior to following that, he had stints at both the Bentley Greens and Preston Lions in recent seasons. Burns. Now back with the VUC. Obani. That's a great switch from Parker Williams. And Mihalidis couldn't find the attempted purchase. And Dinamo's long ball action will continue. And Gulevsky, body-to-body challenge, but the Victory looking calm and composed on the ball. It has to be said, Coolidge, a man with probably the most NPL experience out of this entire squad. From a senior perspective, or Barney, can he keep it in? He can't. Here's James Exidius. Summer skill. Gurgic. Wins his side the throw in again. Oh, he's a big leader of this club, Brian Summerskill, and has been involved for a few seasons now, and formerly of Heidelberg United, the Englishman, but certainly had a great career in this league, especially for St Albans. He's been a real shining beacon despite a few poor seasons in recent times. And Coolidge effectively wins it back, but it can't be kept in play by one of the Hoey twins in the form of Jesse. Been a slow starter this season has Luka Coolidge. Was even benched for a game a few weeks ago. But since that point forward, he's beginning to find his mojo, having earned a scholarship contract with the club in the most recent off-season. Platts flicks it on. Diven. He's got plenty of Victory players to part with. Has he got support? He does in the form of one Colina, but he rides the challenge effectively. Sends one in towards Platt, and he just couldn't quite get the effective touch he required. Last touch came off a Victory player, so Dinamo will have the throw-in. Both sides imperious in their ways. Varied at the very least. Diven, just a very physical presence. Throw in to be taken yet again by James Exidius. It's Josh Diven. Right edge of the area. It's Summerskill now. Cholina looking to feed it through, but wasn't successful. Mialidis. Good one-touch football from the Victory. Coolidge. Now Hoey. Oh, he's been dispossessed. Cholina. And Burns was asking for it on that left-hand side, but Platt will have a strike, and it's drifting high and wide. What in Graskowski fashion? I mean, we haven't seen much of Christian Siciliano in recent weeks, and Graskowski also one who's made several A-League squads. Razmovsky, through all that, wins the ball back. And a sloppy Victory can't exactly find their way into an effective attacking position. So reset is the claim. What might they fashion from this position? Although Dinamo are pressing, certainly one to be aware of. Menelau, of course, his brother Dennis, currently of the Bulleen Lions, and Alex has had an extensive career at the Victory and formerly of Melbourne City. Infield, Lazarevsky. Good effective touch. It was sent high by Kolic. I'm assuming it was directed towards one of the Hoey twins in the form of Jesse Hoey, but just with those first-time balls, it's very hard to get those right. A poor giveaway by Jackson Riley. Calls for a potential foul against Patrick Wall. Victory find their way into the box, and they earn themselves a corner yet again. They have to make this one count. The crowd is actually building here. It's a decent little atmosphere here at the home of the Matildas. One of the best facilities in Melbourne for football, it has to be said. Here at La Trobe University in Bundoora, home to also the FV Academy side in the NPLW competition as well. Rolled short, Kolic. It's hook in, a strong header. What a save from Riley again. Unbelievable calls for a foul, and it's been awarded just outside of the penalty area. And a dangerous opportunity here for the Victory. And how about that from Jackson Riley? Were it not for his miraculous efforts, Victory should be 2-0 up here. Well, Dinamore had the height. Victory had the accuracy. And now with a free kick, just, you'd say probably about 2 or 3 yards outside of the 18-yard area. You might go direct, maybe. Who knows? What will be the mode of intention from the Victory? Brennan misses, is at the back post. They decide to go direct, but it's very tame at that. And Platt might seek to pick this one up. He does for a brief period, but Obani has to get it clear, and he does so diligently, although the player in question was offside. Mills. Back to Riley. Looked composed in most areas tonight. Aside from his distribution from a throwing perspective, really, he's been fairly infallible. Platt. Summerskill. James Exidius. The nutmeg is executed sweetly. Gulevsky has space to roam. He seeks out Diven. He fashions in that delivery himself. Oh, it's found its way all the way over the top. Mistimed and out for a corner. And we do see Brendan Hamill here as well. I believe he might coach one of the younger sides in the Victory Academy, and it's good to see him getting around the young players. Future Victory players, perhaps. A few players have broke through in recent seasons, Geordie Valadon being one of them. Although he did have A-League appearances under his belt at Melbourne City. Probably most notably is Nishan Velupale, who's now a fully fledged Socceroo. And Casey Boss, of course, who arrived across from Melbourne City. But with, I guess, the spotlight on these players, opportunities may be more, well, forthcoming. Dangerous delivery, Platt! Oh, it's Gergic! Oh, it's found its way in! No, it hasn't! Oh my goodness! A goalmouth scramble if you have seen any. Michael Gergic will be very hard done by if you were to believe his thought process. Unbelievable. How is this game still 0-0? Kolic. It's Diven! Oh, what a save from Kraskowski! Low driven towards that bottom left corner, and it's trickled its way out for a corner. This game, suddenly, a breath of fresh air has arrived at the home of the Matildas. And Graskowski, I think, with the amount of effort exerted to make the save, as maybe requiring a bit of attention here. Although I don't think the physio is going to be called just as of yet. In it goes. It's Graskowski who's there again. Obani rides it with ease and has bypassed Diven and has played an immense through ball. It's Patrick Wall. So Lazarevsky to his left. Now Mihalidis. It's Wall again. 3 Dinamo players to part with, and sorely given away. Although Kulich has found its way towards Hoey across the face, and it's Jackson Riley who arrived. But with the victory press, leaves space for Dinamo to exploit. You might think. Colina. Exidius. Gurgic. Lazarevsky is pressing himself as well. And it doesn't quite find its way down that left flank. That's neat from Kulich. And space for Jesse Hoey. Obani overlapping. Is Jesse Hoey. Obani! Oh, it's Lazarevsky who was there, and it's fashion over the bar from Hoey. Well, one of the more entertainment-fueled first halves you've seen this round. It has been end-to-end action in the last 5 minutes or so. And I guess we just have to ask the question, how have neither of these sides generated anything from it so far? Oh, a giveaway again down that right flank from Joey Monek, but St Albans able to recover just in time. Exidius. Right-hand touchline. Seeks to run down the line, and Diven was there in time. Oh, what a late challenge! And a dangerous one at that on Parker Williams. And the former Central Coast Mariner appears to be okay, but Diven, his opposite number 20, has gone into the book. It definitely could have been a lot worse. But I guess the weather has definitely got something to do with the conditions, of course. Down towards that right flank. Summerskill. It's Joey Monek. And Victory are mounting the press. They win it back. Lazarevsky. Can he break inside? Effectively so! And Daniel Lazarevsky opens the scoring for the Buck. Impeccable work from the Pascavel Jr. And momentum sways towards the home side. Twisting, weaving, Daniel Lazarevsky. Impeccable work.
It's a goal for Melbourne Victory, scored by number 11, Daniel Lazarevsky.
He's been at this club for so many years, and it appears that the 18-year-old has mustered up something diligent. His second of the campaign. In fact, might I say, he turned 19 a few days ago. So a bit of a late birthday present for Daniel Lazarevsky. Burns. And Victory wind in their sails potentially. Lazarevsky out to that right-hand side. It's cut across back to the goal scorer tonight. And the foul has been awarded to Dinamo. Well, a crucial moment in time for Dinamo. What can they do here? Xidius. And I mean, what a story for Lazarevsky. He's won multiple golden boots across many different age groups as well. And of course, this being one of his first seasons at the club, joined the club in prior to 2022. Real incredible story for Lazarevsky. Divin. Couple of step overs towards that right edge of the area. It's Xidius. Jolina flicked in. It's Mikkel Platt, and it's over the bar from the Englishman. Mikkel Platt just finding it a little bit too high and wide over the bar. Was involved in that Hume City side with the likes of Lloyd Isgrove, his fellow Englishman. Burns, that left flank driving towards the byline. Can he generate a corner? He can't, but he's found his way through again with exquisite individual brilliance and has won his side a corner. Mikkel Platt, formerly of the likes of Slough, Uxbridge, and QPR's youth system. Can he find the head of this corner? Fash it in, it's Platt again! Oh, can it find its way in? No, it can't! And Alec Mills sends that into the high grandstand. But it's, in fact, last touch coming off a Victory player. Well, we'll see another corner now. Lean swinging delivery to the back stick. Oh, it's in! Tricky mix. Mikkel Platt. He's been waiting for that one, and Dynamo square the ledger. A goalmouth scramble again. And the Englishman has yet another goal for his campaign. And I'm sure it will go very nicely on his TikTok as well. If he, of course, has decided to do a matchday vlog. Keep him coming, Mikkel. And this game, you thought it would open up at some point. And after the rain has subsided, we've had 2 goals as well to keep us company. Kulic. Neat work, Victory down that right flank, but Dynamo win it back. Lucas Burns, summer skill. He's got Divin to his right. Now look for Colina, out to Burns, misplaced pass. Space in the middle for the Victory. And just some last-ditch challenges from both of these sides. The ball zipping along the deck, it seems. Summer skill now. The advent of space is something that both sides have to exploit to the nth degree, if that is to be said. And Mikkel Platt has got the runners ahead of him. Good first touch. Gulevsky, Divin to his right. Slightly overhit, though. The Tasmanian, what could he muster up here? Josh Divin. Rolled square. Colina. It's Xidius. Divin back to goal. Dynamo to reset. Summer skill into feet. Mikkel Platt. Although it doesn't quite find its way forward again. Summer skill. It's Gulevsky. And it's high and long and over the bar. Well, Mikael Platt might be really at home in St Albans colours, perhaps. It has been one of those games for him this tonight. He's really found a lot of the run of the ball. Of course, has that tall and long legs, so he can really bypass players in transition, and he has done so effectively. Summer skill. Oh, and the goodness gracious, can Platt get in behind? And it was not exactly a confident chest from Parker Williams. That being Platt's third goal of the season. With the absence of Emmanuel Peters, he might provide some more added energy going forward. As we approach 38 minutes gone, the rain has also said we'll come back to provide some more chaos tonight. It is winter. This is, well, not quite, it's autumn, but we're approaching the winter months, it has to be said. And I think tonight, as you walk into the facility, you get the feeling this is beginning to feel like prime NPL Victoria weather. Radamesis. Victory have to be very careful playing out of the back. They have done so diligently. Razmovsky spots the run. Down that right flank for Jack Mihalidis. Runners arriving inside. It's Patrick Wall. Rolled across, Kulich. Jesse Hoey to his left. Can he bypass James Exidius? No, none doing, according to the referee. And so will be a St Albans goal kick. Results across the weekend? Plenty of them, of course, in the NPL Men's Victoria. We'll take you through them. Dandenong Thunder with a 5-1 win over the Port Melbourne Sharks. Altoona Magic in South Melbourne drawing 0-0. Hume City falling to Oakley Cannons 3-0. Avondale with a 3-0 win themselves over Dandenong City. Heidelberg United with a 4-1 win over Green Gully. And the Preston Lions defeating Melbourne Knights 1-0 away from home. That's tricky work from Razmovsky. Fashioning yet again. Can he get it clear? He can! Hits the post! Hoey saved by Riley again! What a performance! Can Hoey find its way into the back of the net? And it's Jackson Riley once more! A triple save! Unbelievable! Man of the match performance, if I were to say so myself, and we're 41 minutes into this contest. Remarkable! Cam Watson, can't believe it either. Fashioned in low, calls for a handball, waved away, and St Albans have their reprieve. Can they counter-attack here? Burns goes to the ground. And a yellow card for Luka Kulich. What have we just witnessed? Sent down the line, and well, Mikael Platt didn't want to chase it. He thought it was going to go outside. Out for a throw-in, but Victory say, well, we'll pick it up and bring up the ball forward. Mihalidis in behind. Lazarevsky. Tricky feet with his opposite number in Monek. Lazarevsky again. Looked across the face to no one in pursuit. Dinamo can find themselves very lucky to still be level with the Melbourne Victory at the moment. And it is Captain Courageous in goal in Jackson Riley. Certainly not captain distinctly, doesn't have the armband, but is leading from the back. Can the Victory strike on the stroke of half-time. And Burns committing the foul. The ex-Melbourne City youth product, Lucas Burns. He himself also spent some time at Western United as well. Dinamo win it back. Exidius College getting in front. And that's superb work from Luka College. Mihailidis goes to ground. Still has the ball. Menelau out to that right flank. The runner arrives. It's Alex Menelau. Cuts across Razmovsky. Oh. It will be a victory throw. Kane Razmovsky to take. Also involved in the Australian youth setups across the years. And surely you'd have to say would be chomping at the bit for that right back spot. And victory is 11. Oh, diligent work across the byline. It's fashioned in again, but Riley able to kick it away past his goal. Dinamo in the position to just get it clear. Platt goes to ground. He's awarded the foul. As we approach the 45th minute in this tie. Joseph Colina. It's really hard to believe he's still in his early 20s. Has the experience and poise of a late 20s NPL player. A player who's more experienced, certainly, than the one we see tonight. Diven. Back to goal. Platt. Exidius. Colina. Lazarevsky wins it back. Mihailidis. He just dragged it a little bit too forward. Kulic. Hoey. Left-hand touchline. We'll have 2 minutes of added time in this first half. And Tabena Obani will throw it in from this near side. Hoey. Lazarevsky. He's offside. Well, both sides have got players to bring off onto the park. Plenty of them. Can provide added intensity and energy going forward. But I think the second half could really go either way on the balance. It's been very entertaining, this first 45.
There will be a minimum of 2 minutes of time added on to end this first half.
What might the next minute have for us in store? Monek. Mills. Summer skill. Gergic. Riley. Burns offside. It came all the way from an offside position. Victory looking to take it quickly, but they've been instructed to take their time. Or roll it back a bit further. One of the two. Graskowski, he slipped on the deck, but the clearance was actually quite solid as Hoey is nipping in behind, and you'll earn his side of throw-in. This might be the final act of this first half. Jesse Hoey. Tabena Abani. Opts to go long. Gergic heads away. And after 45 minutes and 4 or 5 Jackson Riley saves, some of them outrageous, it is 1-1 here at the home of the Matildas. Goals from Daniel Lazarevsky and Mikkel Platt is where we are at the moment. We will be back in 15 minutes for the second half. Welcome back to
The Melbourne Victory under 23s who triumphed 7-0 in the earlier kickoff.
Welcome back to tonight's clash between the Melbourne Victory and St Albans Dynamo. We have a change at halftime. We do have a change indeed. The change, Anastasios Georgakopoulos has made his way onto the park to replace one Alex Menelau. He arrives from UD Atios, spent time at Coluxo in Spain's lower tiers, and, would you believe it, Celta de Vigo and their youth system over there. So, pretty remarkable set of clubs he's played at.
For Melbourne Victory, coming on at number 16, Stasi Georgakopoulos. Coming off, number 8, Alex Menelau.
So, Anastasio Georgakopoulos comes into the side after not featuring last week. And, of course, is one of the older players in this team, 21 years of age. The Australian winger or midfielder, as he can play across many different positions. Colina, space inside for James Exidius down that right flank. Looks further right for Divin. It's Josh Divin, and it's all the way out for, looks to be a corner. If he can keep it out of play, he can. So we'll see Joey Monek stand over this one. Monek flicked in Mills. Oh, it's Gurgic. Couldn't find the purchase on that one. And Victory give away a foul on the edge of the area for Dynamo to exploit. And it looks as if Dynamo will earn themselves a delivery here on the edge of the area, just about. It's rolled short. It's Summer Skill, and it's into the backs of the Victory defence. But Dynamo on the prowl yet again through Monek. Summer Skill, high looping ball. It's Jurgic across the face. Mills, and it's stunning strike from Josh Gulevsky, which hits the arms of Daniel Graskowski. And now ensuing will be a Victory throw. So it's certainly been an action-packed start to the second half. The VAC to win the foul yet again. Georgakopoulos, 20-year-old. Not easy to go to Spain early in your career. But he's come back to Australia, and a very neat find from the Victory academy staff to pick him out of the blue, really. Razmovsky. And a long searching ball to find Wall. Finds his way into the area, but it's very neatly claimed by Jackson Riley, who's been action packed in abundance tonight. It's really been everywhere. In the thick of it, by virtue of saves and coming to claim those crosses into the box as well. The ball fizzed along the ground, but it found its way towards one Joey Monek, Mikel Platt, Lucas Burns, Colina, Summerskill. It's got space to roam, but Georgakopoulos wins it back. A cheap giveaway by the Victory. Instead, Albans get it clear. Just to find Jackson Riley with his left foot. Smashes it long. Razmovsky. Burns. Can't find a foray forward. Georgakopoulos. Alec Mills. Oh, Lazarevsky can arrive there first, but he doesn't so. Mihalidis. Body-to-body challenge yet again, and in the end, Dynamo win themselves the free kick. Michael Girgic. Alec Mills. Summerskill, Mills. Girgic. Formerly of North Geelong Warriors at this club since 2016. Victory win it back. It's Daniel Lazarevsky. Oh. What an opportunity for the home side. But it wasn't quite to be. Of course, you speak of La Trobe University. The PFA formalising a partnership with La Trobe today. Landmark moment for the Players Federation. La Trobe University sort of making a name for itself as the home of Australian football in many senses. As a university institution, Platt goes to ground and gives away the foul. You just get the feeling if Victory are able to get another, they could probably see this game out effectively. But they've got a brick wall in the form of Jackson Riley to bypass. Razmovsky drifting into midfield and overhits the pass to find Lazarevsky. Jackson Riley again. It's the tempo-setting way in which Cam Watson wants to play his football. It's a very tactically minded system about getting the best out of his players, and he's certainly done that with a few. Lucas Burns, probably the shining light coming across from Port Melbourne last season, and has barely put a foot wrong in this system since that point forward. Has sort of played as a wing-back, but then sort of now more of a fully fledged winger. Has sort of allowed license to roam and get into space. And a fairly young Dinamo side as well. Mills is still in his early 20s as well. So it certainly speaks to the quality they have across the park. Here is Lucas Burns. Shifts on to his right, incisive towards Platt. Left corner of the penalty area. Summerskill now. Nice one-touch football, but the Victory win it back now. Lazarevsky. Wall. Thunderous challenge from Joey Monak, who's putting his best foot forward. Now Kalina. And former Melbourne Knight. Here's Joey Kalina. Dinamo happy to sit back, absorb the pressure at the VUC are inviting. A very high line at that. Players are sitting just about on halfway for the Victory. And Girgic forces the ball high, but it's going to be kept in play by Parker Williams, and a near giveaway there from the Victory. Rolled across. Georgakopoulos. Lazarevsky. Back with Razmovsky now. Summerskill. Keeps it in play. Alec Mills, should I say. Also formerly of Murray United. So has made the trip all the way from the regional circuit. Has a couple of caps for the young Socceroos as well. And so it will be Dinamo ball. Monak. Well, Victory with not a lot of the ball in this second half. But the mounting press could leave mistakes opening up for the home side to exploit. Razmovsky. The flick on from Lazarevsky. And now it's Mihalidis. Hoey entering the area across the face. Oh, what a delivery and an even better finish How about that from Patrick Wall? And the purchase from Jesse Hoey was delightful. Victory take the lead.
Goal for Melbourne Victory, scored by number 22, Patrick Wall.
Well, there you hear the name, and it looks like St Albans are going to make their first change off the bench. Fletcher McFarlane, he would know academy football all too well as well, spending time with Sydney FC. In recent seasons, also with the Wollongong Wolves and Port Melbourne Sharks, alongside Cam Watson at Hume City. Started the first few games of the season, has dropped out since. He could be that tone setter they require in midfield. Victory have really been on top of Dinamo so far. And again, the press mounts once more. And Burns, well, he still holds the ball and has gallivanted through midfield so eloquently, has Lucas Burns. And I'm not sure what he attempted there, but maybe perhaps spotted Daniel Graskowski off his line. Always good to be a bit audacious when it matters, at the very least. That's a neat turn from Jack Mihalidis. Another change to arrive. Fletcher McFarlane to come on for Brian Summerskill, almost a like for like. McFarlane can play pretty much all across the back four and also in midfield. Crossfield ball attempted. Victory still have it through Kulic. On halfway, Obani. Lazarevski. No, it's all good, man.
Substitution for St Albans coming off. Number 8, Brian Summerskill. Coming on, number 5, Fletcher McFarlane.
Ball in field, Wall. Space opening up for the Victory again. Lazarevski had the strike. Offside was the call, according to the assistant referee on the near side. Melbourne Victory's finals contenders is not exactly a sentence I thought I would be saying, but that prophecy could become true in a few weeks if they can keep up this form. Obani. Infield, Mihalidis. Exquisite touch. Razmovsky to his right. At a pretty tight angle to fashion in a delivery himself, but they do win the throw-in. Razmovsky drives towards the byline and it's right into the trusty arms of Jackson Riley. Well, Victory, if they do win tonight, to see themselves into 6th place on the NPL Victoria table. Equal on 11 points. Although the top 6, 6th of course, on 11 points, but so too Avondale on a commanding 24 points with a 5-point lead at the top. And the foray forward from Divin was kind. McFarlane. Colina. Now Monek. Dinamo sort of running out of ideas a little bit, trying to progress the ball forward as Razmovsky wins it back. The foul then is called. Monek. Now Mills. Michael Girgic. Oh, poor giveaway again. Mihalidis is onside. He feeds it through. Lazarevsky. Oh, Michael Girgic. Thunderous challenge. And the victory with another corner on this near side. Well, they are exploiting all the space. This young victory side. Delivered short, Kolic. Wall fashions one in again. Dinamo can't quite get it clear. The ball just bouncing around Platt. Oh, that's a strong challenge from Stasi Georgakopoulos on Lucas Burns. Not the first time he's been cleaned up tonight. And the yellow card ensuing. McFarlane, now Girgic. I said Albans just need a forward. I mean, they've held a lot of the ball. They have not done much with it. And with victory having bursts of energy going forward, they will likely win it back. And they do so now. Striding into midfield now. Here is Kane Rasmovsky. Wall, heavy first touch. Still keeps it in play. Georgakopoulos. Rasmovsky, good first touch. Looking to weave past his attempted marker. Georgakopoulos. Radamissis. Abani. Clever run in field. Kolic. Dispossessed. McFarlane. Platt. Diven. Has the pace. Can he bypass Radamissis? It's Josh Diven. Step over or two. Drives inside, and the last touch did come off the Tasmanian, and so it will be a goal kick. Well, I guess with this victory side, many of them training with the first team, you would expect that they would have the fitness levels required to bring themselves into an advantageous position, and they can really carry themselves through games, and that's sort of the advantage they have on other teams in the league. Here's Jesse Hoey. Fantastic. Lazarevsky. Albani. Radamissis. The diagonal. Executed. The Wall can't keep it in play. Girgic. Riley. Gulevsky. McFarlane heads it on for Colina. And the space for Diven now. Dinamo swinging forward. It's just Diven across the face. Burns. Oh, the touch was great. And it might fall kindly for Colina. And they can't quite break away. Overhit for Hoey. Here is Diven. Oh, gets past Abani with real ease. Can he finally purchase he needs? And Abani did really well there. And we'll see it out for a corner, not quite. Still kept in play. I think Diven still has possession of the football. Somehow, fashioned in yet again. Victory able to get it away cleanly. And Hoey now on that left-hand touch line. Girgic forces it wide for a throw-in. And we'll see another change. Oliver Dragicevic, I don't think has been called as of yet. Lazarevsky and Girgic sends it high into the Bandura sky. Backwards header from Rasmovsky, and Platt will be pressing, and Platt will get there first, but ends up not giving away the foul. It's Mikael Platt, draws it onto his right. Platt still going on that left edge of the penalty area. Rolls it short. Burns. Cuts it across. Kolina will be under pressure. And it looks as if, yes, we will see Oliver Dragicevic. An 18-year-old himself as well. Started the first few games of the season. Has been at the club since juniors, under 13s and all. And could he be the energy booster, the Energizer Bunny, if you'd like to call it, that they do need. McFarlane, dispossessed, but St Albans do still have it, and that's space for Joey Monek to roam through, but slips on the deck. First time of asking, or choosing. Gulevsky. Kolina. Infield. It's Lucas Burns. Victory with a slot back 6 or 5 players, it seems as if are in there. It's shifted over the top towards Divin, but unable to be directed goalwards. And looks like as if the change will be an attacking-minded one, with James Exidius parting ways. To Oliver Dragicevic, the one to come on. Kraskowski, the flick on. And Gergic able to muscle his way through. Razmovsky. Or into space is Kolic. That's where he best operates and sends a thunderous ball down that left flank. Albani once again overlapping. They opt to play it towards the former Melbourne City and Western United fullback, and they earn themselves another corner. Well, Victory not looking to their bench so far since that half-time change made on the stroke of the second half. And they do have a corner to boot. Towards Riley, who has to get it off his line just about. Near Olympico from that far side. Well, how about that? The intuition from Parker Williams. But Hoey wasn't able to cut it across at all. What's better than one Hoey? I think 2 Hoeys. I think we'll see the second one, Jordan Hoey, make his way onto the park in a few moments. Divin. Michael Gergic, a bit of a fish out of water here on that right-hand side. And Platt rides the challenge effectively. Dragicevic in space. Oliver Dragicevic draws Burns out wide. Fashion in yet again, and it will be all the way out for St Albans. Throw. And here comes Jordan Hoey. And out goes, the goal scorer, Patrick Wall. A good shift from him tonight.
Substitution for Melbourne Victory. Coming off, number 22, Patrick Wall. And coming on, number 14, Jordan Hoey.
The throw leads to another throw on this near side. Bit of confusion. I think Alec Mills was going to take it. Mills. McFarlane. Well, it seems to be that they've pushed out Michael Gergic to right back and McFarlane as a centre half. But Hoey's able to intercept of the Jordan variation. Monek bearing down on goal. A secondary challenge. And that's going to be a penalty. Well, it was late, in fact. But Parker Williams has given away a penalty just as if Victory had all the momentum swaying towards a home victory. They've conceded a penalty. Well, with the water subduing seemingly within the pitch, it allows for perhaps the ball to zip and challenges to maybe have a prolonged effect. And so too Josh Gulevsky with an opportunity to draw this game level for the second time. Up against Daniel Graskowski. And a yellow card as well for Parker Williams. Well, just as you thought this game would be seen through by the home side, Dinamo with a pivotal opportunity to square things. Gulevsky dispatches.
Goal for the Albans Saints, scored by number 18, Josh Gulevsky.
He's a dynamite from the penalty spot, and he has delivered yet again. And this game with 20 minutes, well, it's all to play for here at the home of the Matildas. Melbourne victory 2. St Albans Dinamo 2. We've seen some classics here this season already. Round 3's match against South Melbourne, if that's anything to go by, certainly was befitting of that description. Can tonight deliver something else? Lucas Burns. Georgakopoulos. Both sides with the added boost of energy following that goal. Jesse Hoey seeking to weave his way past, but he couldn't do so. Monek. Long ball searching forwards. Dragicevic was able to get in the way and cause the foul on Stasi Georgakopoulos. Parker Williams. Now St Albans mounting the press as the Victory win themselves yet another throw on that far side. In short for Williams. Graskowski. Victory do well to play out of the press. Lazarevsky, the two number 11s doing battle. And he gives away the foul, does Daniel Lazarevsky. Fletcher McFarlane. Good first touch from Divin. He will receive in time yet again, but the two number 20s doing battle. Victory's number 20 in Parker Williams succeeds. But this game can change in pretty quick times and spaces, and it certainly has done tonight. Gurgic, long throw, overhit for Platt, and it will be into the arms of, or into feet of Daniel Graskowski. Jordan Hoey. Colina. Oh, he gives that away. And here comes Jordan Hoey. He's got his brother Jesse in support, perhaps. We've seen that a few times this season. But overhit it was. Oh, Mills slips on the deck. Jordan Hoey. Mihailidis turns onto his left, but again, I think just slips on the deck. Just about. Gulevsky with space. That's a fantastic interception from Radamisis. Victory certainly have looked the better of the two sides tonight. And it seems like we'll have not just one, but two changes for St Albans Dinamo following this attacking foray by Tobena Obani. Gurgic. Colina. Gulevsky sitting deep to receive. Infield yet again. Now Burns, Dragicevic. He's driving infield in the central channel. Lucas Burns now. Oh, nutmegs Jack Mihalidis. That is intelligent. And Jerome Sharon set to come on. It's Burns. Finds his way past the byline. Oh! Near post it was. Lucas Cabrera and Jerome Sharon coming on, formerly of the Huesca Academy. And also had some time at Hume City. And Lucas Cabrera.
Number 11, Daniel Lazarevsky. And coming on, number 9, Tommaso Minatoli.
Well, Tommaso Minatoli, if there's ever a game changer to come on and institute some magic, it'd be this man. Came off the bench against South Melbourne. Scored a brace. Got one last week as well against Green Gully. Lucas Cabrera as well, another St. Albans youth product. And has done the deed over many years. This is going to be a dynamite battle in these last 15 minutes of regulation time. Do not adjust your TV sets, iPad, iPhone, whatever it may be. Lucas Burns making way. So too. And down that left-hand side, Victory with plenty of numbers forward. Hoey across the box. It's Hoey! Oh, it's fantastic! Jordan Hoey with an instant impact off the bench. The two twins providing goal contributions for the Buck. Impeccable work. And what a fantastic delivery it was, and an even better finish.
It's a goal for Melbourne Victory, scored by number 14, Jordan Hoey. The score is Melbourne Victory 3, St. Albans 2.
What a great game we've had tonight, and I don't think that's going to be the last of the goals so far. Victory in crossing positions have been impeccable, at times impossible to deal with. And their striking stocks, very much plenty to offer. Mikel Platt, Jerome Sharon, shifted out towards Cabrera. Oh, that's a strong challenge. And reckless at that, and a yellow card to boot. Well, certainly a bit of time for both sides to provide something more to this unbelievable night here at the home of the Matildas. Definitely one of the games of the round. In terms of entertainment, you've certainly got plenty of it. Two sides immensely closely matched in Victory. Well, with a spot in the top 6 in the offing, will certainly be seeking more across their campaign. Here's Colina. Many have probably underestimated this Victory side across the campaign, but they have been immense in the last few weeks. Winning against the Melbourne Knights as well. So they have shown their class when it has counted, really. Under some pressure on the home side, but they deal with it well. What a touch from Minatoli. Mihalidis slightly overhit for Jesse Hoey. Hoey drives onto his left, not quite, towards a byline. Minatoli! He loves those angles. But couldn't quite find the header towards the goal. That was so sorely needed. Monek, Georgakopoulos. That's a neat turn. And well played, in fact. Here's Parker Williams. Oh, Hoey's offside. The Jordan variety. Oh, goodness gracious. Colina gives it away. And space for Korlich. It's Hoey again. And it's just outright over the bar. Dinamo sloppy in possession. And they need a goal as well. All they really need is just that one chance. But Victory have been imperious and dangerous as you can possibly imagine. They've been fantastic tonight. A little bit shaky defensively, but you'd expect that as well. Dragicevic. Charan to his left. Jerome Charan can't bypass Razmovsky, but the offside flag is called against Jerome Charan. Minatoli with the attempted turn. And Dinamo with an important foray forward through Jerome Charan. Dragicevic, can he get in behind? In fact, it was Cabrera. But Tabeno Urbani will see it out for a throw. Well, how important is this opportunity for Dinamo? Mikel Platz hits the referee. Mikel Platt not too happy. So will it be a drop ball or a free kick? Will they go direct here? Who knows? Dragicevic. Monek. Dragicevic. That's neatly done. Gulevsky spots the overlapping Michael Gurgic. Fashioned in Platt. It's Gulevsky. Couldn't get the touch away. Obani. Colina. Back to Michael Gurgic. Mikel Platt now drifting right. Gulevsky. Dragicevic. It's Oliver Dragicevic. Oh! That was neat work, but the save from Graskowski was there in time as well. He certainly looked lively since coming on. And the high looping ball. The header away. Jordan Hoey already has one goal tonight. Drifting onto his left. He's got space to shoot. Jordan Hoey. It's away from its marker, but the Victory unrelenting in their pursuit. As Dinamo encouraged to press high. Is Graskowski. Kept in play by Jesse Hoey, but last touch came off the Victory player. Colina. Oh, that's poor from Joseph Colina. Cam Watson hasn't really been marshalling instructions tonight. Neither has Boris Roston. They're both very laid-back managers in their approach. Victory with another throw. And Fletcher McFarlane will see it out for a goal kick. And they will take it quickly. Mills. Victory still mounting the press. And Mihalides nearly dispossessed. Alec Mills. Oh, Dragicevic does well there. Just getting it in time. Under an awful lot of pressure. Oliver Dragicevic. It's well done. Sharon keeps it in play. And Monek will race down the line. But it can't be kept in play by John Radamidis. Alec Mills. Back in the centre circle for McFarlane. Michael Gilgich. No real urgency from Dinamo at the moment, but they have to bring the ball forward in the last 5 minutes of regulation. Dragicevic. Platt back to goal. Sent out for another throw-in for Dinamo. Minatoli pressing himself. Colina. Oh, Dinamo do well under pressure. And now McFarlane. Michael Gilgich down that right-hand touchline. Numbers in the box for Dinamo. And so the corner not yet forthcoming. It will be a throw-in, however. Michael Gilgich. We will see another change as well. And it'll be a very special one. We'll get into it very, very soon. And now a corner for Dinamo. And it looks like we'll see Alex Hurlidis. A pretty remarkable story. Him and his brother James Hurlidis, twins in fact, trialled at Bayern Munich last year. And now we will see the 17-year-old make his arrival on the park. But after this Dinamo corner, fashioned in high, it's Minatoli who was there. And the attempted strike on goal did arrive from Joseph Colina. Jack Mihalid is making way. Spent some time in the Melbourne City Academy as well. And a good shift from Jack Mihalidis. Was involved in a camp with the Joeys as well. Alongside Oscar van Schrenk and his brother James in March of last year.
Number 10, Jack Mihalidis. Coming on, number 38, Alexi Harides.
Alexi Alexander, whatever you'd like to call him, but an important moment of time for him. Kolic. Oh, Abani with the attempted karate kick almost. Something out of an action film. Harides. It will be victory ball. 2 minutes of regulation time remaining. Cam Watson growing equally dissatisfied at every passing moment. Ball lumped forward. Colina. Abani. Jesse Hoey. I think Victory just going to take their time and really toy with their food at the moment, because they have done so tonight so eloquently. It's Luka Kolic. It's still Luka Kolic. Oh, just drifts wide. And the corner to boot for the home side. See, Gavin Denise has given Jackson Riley some glowing praise on the suited and booted account. Hoey fashions one in, it's high and looped towards the back stick. Georgakopoulos nearly lost his footing. And it will be out for a goal kick. 30 minutes of regulation remaining. You'd suspect there will be a few minutes of added time. No injury stoppages tonight, though, which is always a good thing. Riley sends it high. Cabrera with the flick on. Well dealt with by the home side. Minatoli can't quite get the touch in field. Long searching ball. Unable to be really judged well by Daniel Graskowski. Jerome Sharon. Not sure what to do with it, although 5 minutes of added time. And St. Albans earn themselves a corner. Now just think about everyone's going to come up bar Jackson Riley. He asked a question, but to no avail. Can Dinamo snatch a point away from the home of the Matildas? Delivered towards a backstick. Graskowski gets it clear. It's Colina! And it will be another corner for St. Albans Dinamo. Delivered in field again. Punched away by Graskowski. Monek is there. A foot race with Hoey. Riley sends it towards that left-hand side. Sharon's onside, though. And he's got Dragicevic to his left. Sent in field again. Space for Gulevski. Oh, it's saved by Graskowski. And that was well executed by the away side in Dinamo, but wasn't quite in time for at this time. Mills. Dragicevic. He's had a great cameo tonight. And a tug of the shirt by Herlidis. And it will be an integral set piece from St. Albans Dinamo here. At this time, what could they fashion? Monek and Dragicevic standing over this one, but Monek will take. It's delivered low and pretty flat at that. McFarlane does well. Cabrera and Girgic. Can he get the touch away past Obani? And he slips on the deck. And he might have suffered an injury as well. That's not good news if you're a St. Albans Dinamo fan. Hoey doing battle, and well, it looks like Girgic is going to be okay. And we might see the final few acts of this contest into Melbourne victory on the edge of breaking into the top 6 for the first time this season. Pretty remarkable stuff. An A-League youth side staking their claim early, and an absolute classic at the home of the Matildas tonight. Just to remind you, goals from Jordan Hoey, Mikkel Platt, Josh Gulevski, Daniel Lazarevski, and Patrick Wall is where proceedings are at the moment. Obani look to waste his time as best as he can. St. Albans goal kick. This is surely the final dance for tonight. Sent long by Mills. Cabrera keeps it in play. And neatly bypasses one, but Luka Kolic was there. And it's sent long in tow by Parker Williams. The touch from McFarlane was sublime. Monek. Down the line, Jerome Sharon. And it will be out of play. It will be a throw-in for the victory. Very big crowd tonight, probably around 300 to 400 spectators in attendance here at the home of the Matildas. A good shift on a Monday, you have to say. Bomb long forward again. The referee looks at his watch once more. Is there one last chance for St. Albans? Jackson Riley. Platt flicks on. It's still kept in play. And Graskowski is able to get there. that might just be about it. An impeccable performance from the Melbourne Victory young boys. Three points for the Young Bucks. Impeccable from Boris Soroshin's side. And St Albans Dynamo, well, their topsy-turvy campaign continues. A break into the top 6 for the Melbourne Victory. Finals potentially in the offing. But for now, they can bask in their glory. I've been Neil Simons for Football Victoria. It's been impeccable to have your company. And we'll see you very, very soon.